Good morning everyone. You're all very welcome to join me for another beginner's yoga practice this morning. I have no idea what week we're on, never mind what day we're on, but yeah, I'm so glad that a lot of you are enjoying all of the classes that the staff in Ards and North Down Borough Council are putting on for you guys at Ards Borough and Leisure Centre. So today we're going to do a nice beginner's sequence or a little bit of flowing yoga, a little bit of flowing hatha yoga, stopping in the poses to tune into your breaths before we move on to the next pose. We're going to start off this morning. If you will ease your way down to your backs. As always, remember to work with how you're feeling right now rather than in general. So we always start off with a few moments of pranayama or yoga breathing to really sort of look to see how we're feeling today, how the breath's feeling, how the body's feeling, so we can modify and adapt any of our asanas or yoga postures accordingly. So ease down onto your back. And we're going to draw those legs up. So the soles of the feet are on the floor, they are shoulder width apart. And we can draw the tailbone under, slide it forward so you can lengthen the whole of the back down onto the mat. And we roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears to lengthen through the upper back and the cervical spine into the neck. And we draw our chin down towards our chest. The palms face up and the fingers curl naturally towards the palm. And really start to allow the body to feel heavy, the feet to feel heavy, the hips and the thighs to relax. The whole of the back softens, the chest relaxes. You can close the eyes and allow the muscles in the face to soften and relax. And we notice how you feel today emotionally, physically, mentally. And tune into that. And then we tune into the awareness of our breath. Just aware of the breath as it enters and leaves the body through both nostrils. Allowing each out breath to relax the body and the mind a little bit more. And as you breathe, you can tune into your breath, being aware of the length of the in-breath and the length of the out-breath. No forcing or controlling, just noticing the rhythms and the patterns of your breathing. And as you start to settle into the breath, you will find your breath lengthening and slowing down. Letting the body soften and completely relax. Lungs are divided into 3 sections. It's important to be aware of the different ways that we breathe in yoga. So we're going to do a little bit of pranayama work on the 3 sections of the lungs. So you can bring your right hand to the belly, just above the belly button, and that space between the chest and the belly button, and be aware of the breath here. As you inhale, the belly rises, and as you exhale, the belly falls. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. And we stay with this breath, allowing it to have its own length. No forcing. just awareness. This breath really conditions all of the muscles and the organs in the pelvis, the belly, the legs and the feet, increasing our energy and blood supply. And we use this breath a lot in our sitting postures in yoga. You can now slide the hands up and bring the hands around the rib cage. If it feels comfortable on the shoulders, if not, just bring your awareness to the sides of the body. If the hands are on the rib cage, the middle fingers touch. And now we breathe laterally as you inhale. You feel the lungs expand to the sides. And as you exhale, you feel those lungs contract. The middle fingers may touch as the diaphragm moves down and in. Staying with this breath, that expansion and contraction, even visualizing two balloons on the sides of the body, and as you inhale, those balloons are inflating, and as you exhale, they're deflating. Keeping the breath in these diaphragmatic lobes of the lungs, increasing energy and blood supply to all of the organs and the muscles in the torso, the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, the liver. And we use this breath a lot in our standing postures in yoga. The largest part of the lungs. And we can slide our fingertips up to the collarbones. Keep allowing the body to relax and bring your awareness to those collarbones. And as you breathe in, bring the breath into the upper lobes of the chest and the lungs. And feel those collarbones on the back of the shoulders slightly lift. And as you exhale, those collarbones drop down and the shoulders relax. You may feel very little movement here, guys, the smaller part of the lungs. Improving our blood and energy supply to all of the muscles and the cells and the organs in the upper chest, into the head and into the brain. Pranayama really starts to tap into our wellness center, relaxing our digestion, relaxing our sympathetic system, allowing the body to rest. We can relax the arms down to the sides now, and just for a few breaths we're going to bring those three breathing techniques together. As we inhale, you'll feel the belly rise, then the lungs expand, and then the collarbones lift. And as you exhale, just allow the out breath to be long and slow, any way that feels comfortable for you. Inhale, belly rises, chest expands, collarbones lift. And as we exhale, allow the breath to relax, to release, to soften. You can even add or start to add a count into these sections of the breath. Inhaling, the belly can rise for a count of 1 or 2 or 3. And then the chest expand for a count of 1 or 2 or 3. And then the collarbones can lift for a count of 1 or 2 or 3. And then allow that out breath to lengthen, to slow, to relax, to release any tension, any thought. Huge part of yoga, guys, pranayama. Touching into the basics of one of the limbs of yoga. Allow the breath to return to normal now. And we can wiggle the fingers and the toes and flick open through the eyes and just take a minute to notice how you feel. And we can start to stretch the body, stretching those arms away, stretching away through the legs. And we want to flex through the feet, so we're pressing the soles of the feet away. You can even try to open the toes and the toes flick up towards the sky. Tailbone shines under, the lower back's going to soften towards the floor. And really press out of those feet, out of those knees, away from the hips. Lengthening up through the waist. Shoulders drop away from the ears to release into the neck, the chin tucks down. And we reach out of those armpits, those elbow pits, those wrists. And drop down through the bottom two ribs. Engaging those thighs, guys, bringing tension and a stretch into the whole of the body. And as we inhale, we can stretch and reach a little bit more. And as we exhale, point through those toes. Inhaling, flexing through those soles of the feet. And as we exhale, point through those toes. Opening into the front of the feet, opening into the heels and the Achilles, at the back of the heels, into the calves. A few more times. Even starting to lift through your mula bandha, your pelvic floor muscles now. Bringing a little bit of support into the pelvis and into the lower back. Breath is entering and leaving through the nose, but the belly rises and falls. Let the arms come down to the sides as we bend those legs. Hands go underneath the lower back or the hips. Walk the feet away, and we can press into the elbows and roll up to sitting, or roll over onto your right side and press up to sitting, guys. Swing those legs around, so we're moving onto tabletop pose. Hands are underneath the shoulders and the knees are underneath the hips. A nice gentle sequencing beginner's class today. Now make sure those fingers are really spread nice and wide, and we cup the hands into the mat. Don't allow the chest to soften, so strong in those arms, nice wide backs. You might want a little soften in those elbows, guys. Knees are underneath the hips, the front of the feet are on the floor. Pelvic floor lifted, and we bring our awareness to the spine, and the spine is really long. Nice breath in, feel the belly rise, feel the chest expand. As we exhale, start to tuck the tailbone under, slowly rounding through the spine. And at last minute, the chin drops towards the chest. Keeping the head relaxed as we inhale, tuck the tailbone back. Start to feel the belly drop down. And we want to thread the chest through. The shoulders work away from the ears, and then the chin looks forwards last. So we start and lead this exercise, this posture from the tailbone. Exhale, scoop tailbone under. Start to really round through the lower spine, the mid spine, the upper spine, and then that chin drops towards the chest, releasing the neck. And inhaling, the tailbone tucks back. The belly drops down. The chest threads through as the shoulders roll away from the ears and the eyes look forward. We're going to add the toes now. Exhale, keep the feet where they are, scoop the tailbone under. Start to round up through the spine. Start to feel how the back works. Our chin drops to your chest last. And as we inhale, the toes tuck under first. Then the tailbone works back. The belly drops down. Think of that string in the chest. The chest threads through. The arms are really strong. The chin looks forward. One more, guys. Untuck the toes. Scoop the tailbone under. Rounding up through the spine. Lovely for strengthening the spine. Working into the pelvis. Lastly, chin drops down to the chest. Inhaling, toes tuck under last time. Tailbone starts to work back. Pelvic floor lifted. Threading that chest through. Shoulders Draw forward, chin looks forward, and we can slide the arms forward and slowly lower down to your belly. Lengthening those legs away, guys. Hands are underneath those shoulders. And we roll the shoulders forwards, up, back and down. And draw those elbows close in towards the rib cage. You can rest the forehead on the mat and we start to lengthen through that neck. So drawing the forehead down, or it can hover. Lengthening through the body now, lifting and lengthening one leg and drawing it back and then the other. And we do this a few times to lengthen through the spine so that we're not going to compress the lower back a little bit too much. Pressing the front of the feet into the floor, tighten and engage those thighs, pelvic floor muscles are lifted. Pressing into those hands, but think of the lower back, and as we inhale, threading the chest forward, rolling the shoulders away and the chin can look up. As we exhale, the chest rolls forward and the chin can soften down, forehead to the mat. Inhale, we lift up through the head, the chest threads forward, the shoulders are back. Remember, the hands are little helpers, keep breath pressing through the toes. Exhaling, feel the belly fall back towards the spine as we lower forwards and down. And again, big inhale, we lift through the head, the chest lift, the shoulders stay away from the ears, the chin can look forward. And exhale, we slowly lower forwards and down. And you lift as high or as low feels comfortable for you, guys. Inhale this time, we're going to lift the chin, the chest, and that right leg, lifting and lengthening. Strong, pressing into that left foot, and exhale. We slowly lower forwards and down. Inhale again, let's lead through the head, the chest. This time that left leg lifts up. Elbows roll in, core engaged. And exhale, we slowly lower forwards and down. A few more of those. Inhaling, we lift up, we lengthen. Think of the body really long. The back is doing all of the work. Maybe you can lift your hands and see if you've lifted up too far. Exhale, we slowly lower down. Any lower back issues, guys, be very careful with this. Maybe don't add the legs, or certainly don't lift through those hands. Exhale, we slowly lower down, keep lengthening. You'll start to feel the back come to life. One more each side. Inhale, we lift and lengthen. Chin can look forward, tuning in your breath to that movement. Exhaling, we slowly lower forwards and down. Last time on the left side. Inhale, we lift up and lengthen. Chest draws forward, shoulders draw back. And exhale, we slowly lower. Now, if you wish, on an inhale, slowly lift up through the upper body. The chest threads through, the shoulders roll back. Just lift up a little bit. Really draw those elbows in. Lifting forward through the chin, engage through the thighs, and if you wish, lift both of those legs, guys. Think of little magnets in between the thighs, squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, engaging through those buttocks, the glutes. Lengthening through those toes. Lengthening through the side body to lift the chest a little bit more, the shoulders soften down. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. We can turn the head to one side, the arms can lengthen down by your sides, and just gently shift side to side, easing out into the lower back. Taking a few breaths. With back bend, you might feel the heart rate is elevated a little bit as we've strengthened into the lower back there. Just turn your head to the other side for a little bit of balance. Opening into the neck and allowing the neck and the shoulders and the whole of the front body to soften and relax down onto the floor. Let's bring the head forward again, hands underneath the shoulders. Press up onto the knees. And the knees can be wide or the knees can be together as we take those hips back towards the heels. You're going to really feel that nice work into the lower back. And we don't want the arms to soften now. The elbows are lifted away from the mat. Those arms are in line with the shoulders or a little bit wider. Fingers are really spread, and press into that thumb and index finger. And then press into the pads of the middle finger, the ring finger and the baby finger. Shoulders roll away from the ears, inhaling up onto the knees, the toes tuck under, hips back to the heels, keep the knees super soft as we lift those hips up. Keep the eyes looking between those thumbs, and we start to pick the bottom bones up and gently draw those bottom bones back, thinking of bringing length, especially between the wrist and shoulder first of all. Pelvic floor is strongly lifted, guys. Any neck issues or high or low blood pressure, keep the eyes looking forward. If not, you can soften and relax through the head and the neck. And the eyes look between those heels, which are hip width apart. With each inhale, the bottom bones lift up. And as we exhale, we press those bottom bones away. Shoulders are away from the ears, and we can start to paddle out through the feet. Lifting onto the ball of one foot and then the ball onto the other, opening up into the calves, the hamstrings, the heels, the ankles. You can open the mouth and relax and release any tension from the jaw. Tuning into your physical body, guys. How do your wrists feel? If it's time for you to drop down on an inhale, drop to the knees. And as we exhale, untuck the toes, hips back to the heels, knees can be wider together. You can bring your hands together and relax the head and place the hands onto the back of the head. And you probably feel, the hands are nice and warm to touch. Allow the shoulders to relax. And the arms come down and we reach through those arms. And we're going to move on to that little bit of sequencing now, guys. So as we inhale, up onto those knees. As we exhale, toes under, hips back, bottoms up, bottoms back, dog head down, pressing those bottoms back. Inhaling, we drop to the knees. Untuck the toes, exhaling, scoop tailbone under, slowly rounding through the spine, chin drops to the chest line. Inhaling, the toes tuck under, the tailbone works back, the belly drops down, the chest threads through, the eyes look forward, the shoulders roll away from the ears. And as we exhale, pick the knees up, bottoms back, bottoms up. Big inhale, drop back to the knees. Untuck those toes, strong in the arms, exhale, scoop tailbone under, start to curl up through the spine, then drop chin to the chest. Inhaling, toes tuck under, tailbone works back, belly drops down, threading those chests forward, shoulders are away, chin looks up. And as we exhale, bottoms up, bottoms back, dog head down. Let's look between the thumbs now, and we're going to take the feet a little bit wider. Just as wide as the mat, guys. And really think about pressing your bottom bones back. So it's a shortened, widened dog head down. Opening now into the pelvis. Knees can be a little bit soft. You can turn the toes out if you wish. Or think about engaging those thighs. Lifting hips up, drawing the bottom bones back, looking between those thumbs. Shoulders are away from the ears. And we can slowly start to walk those hands closer to between where it feels comfortable in the centre of the body between the feet. You may want to bring your hand onto a block or a book. So that left hand is supported in between the feet. And as we inhale, we open up through the right side of the body. Rolling right shoulder back, pressing strongly out of the left hand. Knees are soft or thighs are engaged, pressing those buttock bones back. Don't let the head collapse, keep lengthening through that neck. Nice breath in. Reach up through those right fingers, and as we exhale, right hand goes down to where the left hand is. And as we inhale, sweep and open through that left side of the body. Pressing strongly into the right hand, guys. Not allowing that right shoulder to collapse. So we're adding a little bit of a twist, starting to work into the digestive system. Hip bones keep lifting up, bottom bones keep drawing back, right shoulder is strong. Keep lifting that right ear away. Nice breath in, we lift and lengthen one more time. Exhale, left hand lowers down. Bend those knees deeply, guys, and we press up onto the fingertips. Hands can go to the waist and slowly roll up through the spine. And we're going to come to the front of our mats now. And arms are down by the sides. Engage those thighs. Really draw strongly in through the core. On an inhale, sweep those arms to the side, body and up, palms touch, eyes look up. And as we exhale, bring the hands down through the centre of the body. Keep hinging forward, head down towards those toes. Knees are soft. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen back long. We lift through the chin. And as we exhale, deep forward fold, head down towards those toes. Bending the knees deeply, inhale, sweep the arms to the side, body and up. Keep lengthening through the body, palms touch. And as we exhale, hands to the heart centre and down. And again, inhale, we sweep. Palms touch, exhale, hands to the heart. Keep drawing that chest forward, lengthening, no rounding through the spine as we lower down. Hands to the shins, inhale, we lengthen, or to above the knees, just not over the knees, lift through the chin. Exhale, we forward, head down towards those toes. Bending the knees, breath in, we sweep the arms to the side, body and up, palms touch. And exhaling, hands to the heart centre and down. And again, inhale, we sweep those arms, side, body and up. Exhale, hinge forward, keep lifting the hip bones up. The knees are soft or the thighs are engaged, head down to the toes. Hands above or below those knees as we inhale, lengthen. And as we exhale, we fold. 2 more of these, guys. Opening into the lower back, allow the head to release. Inhale, press away from those legs, core's engaged. And as we exhale, feel the belly fall back towards the spine as we slowly lower. And again, inhale, we lengthen, start to feel the back of the legs open, the hamstrings. And exhale, we fold. Bend those knees, plant the hands either side of the feet. And we're stepping back to high plank and drop to those knees. Untuck the toes, inhale, tailbone shines back, belly drops down. We're threading the chest through. Think of that lovely cow stretch. And as we exhale, scoop the tailbone under, round through the spine, and we drop our chin towards our chest. Inhale again, the toes tuck under, the tailbone works back, the belly drops down. A lot of strengthening into the back, pressing into the hands, the chest and the chin threads through. And as we exhale, bottoms up, bottoms back, to dog head down. You're welcome to look between the thumbs, allowing those shoulders to soften, the back to widen, where the head can soften down and relax. Knees are soft, feet are hip width apart, guys. And start to really feel the length in the body. Any wrist pain, drop to the knees and take the hips back towards the heels. Tuning into that breath. Feeling that expansion and contraction all around the sides, the back, the front of the body. Entering into every cell, every muscle, every fibre. And we can drop to those knees. And stand on the knees and we step that right foot between the hands. And hand onto that right knee and we lunge forward. You can keep the left toes tucked under or untuck those left toes. And we start to align the pelvis for our low lunge. So we draw the right hip bone back and the left hip bone forward. The tailbone shines down as we inhale, sweep those arms forwards and up. Let's hold on to the elbows and lengthen up through the side body. Shoulders soften away from the ears, drop down through your bottom 2 ribs. And the pelvis starts to soften forward. Keep drawing the right hip back, guys, as we inhale, lift and lengthen through the arms, drop through the shoulders. Exhale, we hinge forward. Don't allow the chest to soften down onto that right thigh. Inhale, we reach up again, lengthen. And as we exhale, the belly falls and we hinge forward. And again, inhale, breath in, lungs expand, belly rises, reach up through the elbows. And as we exhale, we hinge forward. Reach those arms forwards now, lengthening. Inhale, reach up. Let's bring the back of the left hand to the back of the left thigh, or the palm of the left hand to the back of the left thigh. Reach up through the right side of the body and roll those right shoulders back into Peaceful Warrior. Start to feel that back left inner thigh come to life. Say hello. Right hip strongly draws back. Remember, you may prefer those left toes tuck under. Adding a little bit of balance into your practice today. On an inhale, sweep that left arm back up. And we can bring the hands either side of that right foot. And strongly bring that left hand into the instep with the right foot. Right hand to the right knee and draw that right knee away, guys. Opening into that right inner thigh, the outer right hip. Don't allow the left shoulder to collapse. Keep pressing through that left hand. And we roll right shoulder back and left shoulder forward. If you want to deepen the stretch and add a quad or a thigh stretch in, you can pick up those back left toes. And maybe that right hand will wrap around and hold on to that right foot or left foot, guys. Strong in the body, strong in the breath. Starting to feel the body open, become a little bit more mobile. Improving the flexibility, starting to work with body weight, improving our bone density in our joints and in and into our bones. Release that back foot. Right hand back to the outside of that right foot. And you can either draw that right knee back and hips back towards the heels, or we go into your dog head down again. Remember, be aware of how the body feels, listen to it. And at any stage, drop to those knees and take a little rest. Shoulders are away from the ears, the bottom bones are lifting up, the bottom bones are pressing back. Head is relaxed or looking between those thumbs. Really improving our flow of circulation in this asana, in this posture. Strengthening the backs of the legs, the back body. Opening and strengthening into the ankles, the knees, the hips. And on an inhale, let's drop back to the knees. Stand on the knees and we can step that left foot forward. Hands either side of that left foot. And we're going to draw the left hip bone back, right hip bone forward. Right toes are tucked or untucked. And we can bring the hands to the knees if it feels comfortable. Hands can remain on the floor if you prefer, guys. You're going to start to feel a nice stretch into that right inner thigh. And you'll deepen that stretch if you sneak that right hip bone forward. On an inhale, we can sweep those arms forwards and up, holding on to the elbows. Dropping the tailbone gently under, dropping the bottom two ribs gently under, feeling that connection into the rib cage. Reaching up through those elbows, softening down through the shoulders, feeling the length in that upper body. Big inhale, the belly rises, the lungs expand, we lift up through the arms. And exhale, we hinge forward. Not allowing the chest or the back to collapse. Inhale, reaching back up, keep lengthening. And as we exhale, we hinge forward. And again, inhale, we lift up. Exhaling, hinging forward. And we stay here. Reaching through those arms now. Shoulders are away from the ears. Keep pushing away from those back right toes. Inhaling, reaching up. Bring the palm of that right hand to the back of the right thigh. Reaching up through the left arm as we inhale. And we can draw that chest forward, the shoulders back, into a delicious little back bend. Right inner thighs opening back, starting to gently compress. So make sure the pelvic floor is strongly engaged. And the eyes can look down, they can look forward, or they can look up. On an inhale, sweep that right arm back up. Bring the hands either side of the left foot, right hand into the instep with the left foot, left hand to the left knee, and draw that left knee away. Strongly into that right arm, guys. Rolling right shoulder forward, twisting that left side of the body back. And we can look over that left shoulder. Careful of that right knee, you might want to rest it on a little blanket or a cushion. If you want, you can pick up those back right toes. And we can bring the left hand around and hold on to that right foot. Remember, you don't have to, you work with where's good for your body today. Any niggly knees or hips, don't be worrying about stretching around and reaching. And we can drop those back toes down, bring the left knee back in, hands either side of that left foot, and we step back to dog head down. Let's look between the thumbs and slowly walk the hands towards the feet. Bend those knees deeply, and on an inhale, sweep the arms to the side body and up, palms touch. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Inhale, sweep the arms to the side body and up, look up between the thumbs. Exhale, hands to the heart, hinge forward, head down towards the toes. Inhale, press away from the shins as we lengthen, chest lifts, chin lifts. Exhale, we fold, guys. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Inhale, that right knee steps back, knee to the ground. And as we exhale, we step left foot back to dog head down. Inhale, roll forward to the knees. As you exhale, either hips back towards the heels or slowly lower chin, chest, then belly to the floor. Spread through the toes, inhaling. We're threading the chest forwards, the shoulders back. And as we exhale, back to the knees, the toes tuck under. Bottoms up, bottoms back, dog head down. Look between the thumbs. Inhale, we step the left leg forward. You can drop to the right knee or hover. And exhale, right foot steps beside left, head towards the toes. Bending knees, breathe in, sweep the arms to the side body and up, palms touch. And as we exhale, hands to the heart center and down. And again, inhale, sweep those arms, side body and up. Exhale, hinge forward, belly in, head towards the toes. As we inhale, hands above or below the knees as we lengthen, chin lifts. Exhale, we fold, bend the knees, plant the hands. Inhaling, that left leg steps back, knee to the ground, chest lifts. And as we exhale, step right leg back to dog head down. Inhale, we drop back to the knees, guys. As we exhale, either hips back towards the heels or shoulders forwards, elbows in and slowly lower down to your belly. Spread the toes away, lengthen, shoulders are back on an inhale, chest lifts. And as we exhale, up to the knees, bottoms up, bottoms back, dog head down. On an inhale, we step that right foot between the hands. Left knee can hover or go to the mat. And as we exhale, left foot steps beside right, head towards the toes. Bend those knees, breathe in, sweep the arms to the side body and up, palms touch. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. One more round, guys, just putting everything we've done this morning together. Inhale, we lift. As we exhale, feel those abdominals and the lungs contract, head down towards the toes. Let the head to release. Inhale, we lengthen, lift up through the chin. Exhale, we fold, release the head, bend the knees, stepping that right leg back, right knee to the ground, or allow it to hover, the chest lifts up, low lunge. And exhale, we step back to dog head down. Inhale, drop to the knees. Rolling inner elbows in, exhale, slowly lower, mini chaturanga. Inhaling, lengthen through the toes, the chest lifts. And exhaling up to the knees, toes under, bottoms up, bottoms back, dog head down. As we inhale, we step that left foot between the hands, chin lifts. And exhale, right foot steps beside left, head towards the toes. Bending knees, breathe in, sweep the arms to the side body and up. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Breathing in, sweep the arms to the side body and up, last side. Exhale, hinge forward, head down towards the toes. Inhale, we lengthen back long, legs long. Exhale, we fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, left leg steps back, knee to the ground or hover. Strong in the arms. Exhale, dog head down. Inhale, roll forward to plank or drop to the knees, belly engaged. Exhale, slowly lower. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lifting up, Bhujangasana, Cobra. And exhale to dog head down, guys. Energizing Surya Namaskar. Inhale, that right foot steps between the hands, low lunge, knee hovers or down to the ground. And exhale, left foot steps beside right, head towards the toes. Bending the knees deeply, inhale, sweep the arms to the side body and up. And exhale, hands to the heart center and down. Let's do one more half to get us to the floor. Inhale, we sweep. As we exhale, hinge forward, head down towards the toes. Inhale, half back, we lengthen. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back. Drop to the knees go wide, the toes together, and the hips back towards the heels, guys. Lengthen those arms forward, soften the chest and the forehead down to the floor. And you can allow those elbows to relax and take a few breaths here. You might feel that the heart rate has elevated somewhat. You might feel warmer as a result of your improved circulation. Your body might feel freer as we have moved our joints through the range of movement. Tune into how you feel. Tune into how the breath feels. And we can walk those hands back up. Knees together, rolling over onto the bottoms. Swinging those legs forward. And slowly easing down to your backs, guys. We're going to take the feet nice and wide now, the arms nice and long. Shoulders are away from the ears. And we slowly start to drop the knees side to side. Tuning into the breath. Slow window wipers. You'll start to feel this in the hips. The lower back into the pelvis. Now when the knees next drop over to the right, let them stay here. Draw that left knee down towards the mat. That's going to open into the left hip. And start to engage the left buttock. And start to lift the lower left side of the back away from the mat. Shoulders are away from the ears. And we're going to turn the eyes to look over that left thumb. And we want the left side of the chest to draw over to the left. The left hip to lift up and draw gently over to the right and the left knee down. And you'll start to feel a strong stretch into the left thigh, into the left abdomen, the left side of the chest. Allow the shoulders to stay relaxed, guys, the neck to stay relaxed. Pelvic floors lifted. Delicious for the lower back, for the digestion, for the kidneys. On an inhale, release that left hip down, eyes and feet back to the center. And knees draw over to the left. We draw the right knee down first towards the floor and you'll feel a stretch into the right hip. We start to engage that right buttock, squeezing the glute. That's going to encourage the right side of the back to lift up. Right side of the chest rolls over to the right as the eyes look over the right thumb. And the shoulders are relaxed, guys. Keep drawing the right knee down, feeling that delicious stretch. Opening the whole pelvis, working into the outer part of the hips, sciatic nerve, lower back, kidneys. We take a few breaths here. And slowly release back up. We're going to bend the legs further and bring those knees into the chest. One hand over each knee, and we gently circle those knees. A few times in one direction, guys, and a few times in the other direction. And hug those knees in again, and this time draw the knees over to the right, just to where you feel that stretch into the left side, and the eyes look over the left shoulder. And then eyes and knees to the center. Knees to the left, eyes to the right. And hold, drawing in through the core, and you'll feel that nice stretch, opening further into the right side of the waist. Slowly back to the center, soles of the feet together now. You can hold on behind those knees or onto the shins or onto the ankles. You can even lift the forehead up, chin to chest, lift head, neck and shoulders. Bring the hands around those feet, interlacing the fingers, pressing the soles of the feet together, drawing those knees strongly away. Shoulders are relaxed back and down. Really draw in through the belly, hollowing in through the belly button. Opening into the hip flexors, starting to work into the abdominals, into the core. And we can slowly release down. Bring those knees back into the chest. The feet go back to the floor, guys. And we can lengthen those legs down. One more lovely posture, then we'll do a few minutes of relaxation. So Banasana. This is a lovely stretch for the whole side of the body. So we want to lengthen the body. Reach the heels or the toes away. Tailbone shines under, and we're going to bring the right leg over to the right. And that left leg goes over beside the right leg. Now you don't want the right buttock bone to lift up. Keep drawing that left hip bone down. You can cross left foot over right ankle if you wish, but keep drawing left hip down. On an inhale, sweep the arms behind. You can hold on to that left wrist if you wish. And we're going to start to move into that lovely Banasana posture, like a right banana. So we draw the upper body over to the right. We're going to open into the left side of the body, guys. Allow the head to relax. If it's too much for you, you can allow that right arm to relax and the left arm to rest down by the sides. If those arms are lifted, we're stimulating and working into the heart and the lung energy lines. And allow the body to soften, to relax. Bringing your awareness, your breath into that left side of the body. Noticing that delicious out breath, that nourishing yin breath. With each out breath, allow the body to soften, to relax and to let go a little bit more. And we can release that wrist, the head and the shoulders and the arms, and then the legs reach back to lying position. And then we can flex and point and draw those legs away for the last side. Left leg goes nice and long, and that right leg can go beside the left leg. Not allowing the right hip to lift, keep drawing the right hip down. If you want, you can place that right ankle over the left ankle. Arms can reach up above the head if it feels comfortable, holding on to the right wrist. And we draw the whole upper body over to the left. Right shoulders down, right hips down. We want to feel just a gentle stretch along the right side of the body. We're going to start to feel a nice stretch into the right side of the pelvis as the pelvis softens and relaxes. You can close your eyes and soften into this asana, this lateral side stretching posture. Noticing the breath, noticing how the body feels in this shape. And we can release the hands and start to release down to our relaxation posture. You're very welcome to place a blanket around your body at this stage. We're only going to be here for a few minutes, guys. Final posture helps to tune into all of our energies flowing around the body, or improved circulation, or improved boost of energy, or improved boost of our metabolism, of our immune system. The legs are shoulder width apart and the feet are flopping outwards. Remember, if you prefer, keep those feet nice and grounded. The feet can be wide and the knees can relax. Helps to release and relax the hips and the lower back. The arms lengthen down to the sides. The shoulders sneak away from the ears, remember. And allow the whole of the back to soften down. The tailbone may want to shine under to release the lower back. The chin tucks to the chest. The eyes close. And become as still as we can, as soon as we can. And we notice. We notice the breath. We notice sounds around us. We notice our heart beating. You may notice some tingles or sensations or heat in the body. But we notice whatever comes up right now. And you sit with what comes up and you allow it to sink in, guys. As you lie quietly tuning into your breath. Start to allow the breath to grow deeper now. Visualize extending the breath to every cell in the body. Allowing the breath to nurture, to warm, to heal. And become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. And we can start to make tiny movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretching the arms and the legs away, letting the body yawn. And in your own time, we can roll over onto the right side of your body. Taking your time, there's absolutely no hurry here. Hoping that you feel a little calmer. I certainly do. Hoping you feel a little stretch today. Nice gentle flow for the hamstrings, for the lower back. and into the hips. In your own time, slowly press up. There's the sun just come out. And we're coming to easy cross leg position. And all that's left to do is to seal the practice, guys. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I know that the team's working very hard to try and get us all back to some kind of new normal very, very soon. Let's bring the hands to the heart center. Our lovely Anjali mudra, that mudra of connection, connecting the palms, the energy centers of the hands to the brain, to the body. Our lovely gesture of love and happiness and gratitude. As we inhale, we lengthen up through the body, the thumb knuckles to the heart, dropping our chin towards the chest. Thank you all so very much for joining me this morning, guys. Namaste.